What's going on, everybody? It is Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift on Fire. Today we're going to be doing a trip to the thrift video. Last weekend I tried to do a yard sale video, but I broke my GoPro. I shoved the memory card down in behind where it goes and it broke the LCD screen. Like, not physically broke it, but the electronics inside. So I figured right now I'll get out, try to do a thrift trip. I haven't been out in a while. And then I got to pick up a new GoPro at some point this week so I can get back into the yard sale game. I obviously went yard sailing. I didn't find a whole lot, so you guys didn't miss anything. But yeah, let's get to a few thrift stores and see if we can find some good stuff to sell online today. First stop today, Goodwill. I'm going to be a little bit picky today. I'm actually trying to work through my death pile, so I don't need a bunch of just okay stuff. So pretty much I'm looking for better quality, better sell-through rate type stuff. But who knows what we're going to find. Of course, I'm going to say that, but you know me. I'm probably going to buy a bunch of shoes and junk I don't need.
Always give me junk. Don't you ever bring a Ferrari here?
But let's get in there, see if we can find some good stuff. We're probably going to hit 3 or 4 thrift stores today, so let's get going. All right, not bad for a first stop. I put the TV back. I was going to pick it up for personal use, just to test video games and stuff, and then I thought 20 bucks was too much. Other than that, the VCR Optimus, I think, 10 into 50, pretty good. The cassette is a realistic. If I didn't already, I'll throw comps up for any of these that I did pick up. That should go for probably about 40 bucks. And then the Van Pride shoes, 8 into probably about 30 bucks. And I think, don't quote me on this, but I think Pride Month is next month, or at least I know that the Blue Jays are doing Pride Week or something like that. So I do think that's coming up here. It is sometime in the summer. So those will probably sell pretty quick if I get them listed. Let's get to the next store. I think I'm going to run up to Onward. So let's run up there and see if we can find something good. I haven't been there in probably a couple weeks, so fingers crossed. So this is an old 90s Oasis shirt. I took a best offer of $100. You can see the 150s crossed out right here. Just a pretty plain shirt. It's not a tour tee or anything, but it is a vintage 90s t-shirt. Yeah, this one, single stitch. I took measures of the chest. I wish it was a medium, or sorry, not a medium, a large or an extra large. I did take measurements so someone could actually see if it would fit him or not. But yeah, a really nice one, 100 bucks. I picked this up at Value Village. Normally, clothing at Value Village isn't that cheap, or, it's really picked through, or if there is something good, they charge extra money. I think I paid like $3.99 for this shirt. I've had it for about a month, maybe a month and a half. Took some offers, and, this was the first reasonable one, $100. I'm going to take that for sure. This is a pretty good one, 90s vintage t-shirt. Like I said, wish it was a bigger size, but other than that, really good sale. Accepted a best offer on this guy as well. This was, some of the clothing in this wasn't original. I didn't really know that when I listed it, so I listed it super high and figured somebody can make me offers. I got a lot of offers on this one. The first reasonable one, in my opinion, I got the other day. It was for, I think it was $150, $140. All in anyway, the buyer paid $160 for this thing. Pretty awesome. I did go to the US. Like I said, I don't think all the clothing, I don't know if it's the original dress or not. There's a few things that weren't original, but yeah, pretty sweet. I picked this up, I think, in a lot of like maybe 3 or 4 all at once. Wouldn't have paid more than $2 to $3 for this. And yeah, had this one probably for a couple months, but I'm willing to wait on these Monster High dolls if they're going to sell for good money. For whatever reason, the Draculaura 2008 ones all seem to be worth really good money. I should figure out exactly why these are valuable, but every time I find ones, the 2008 ones, for some reason, they seem to be worth a good chunk of money. Maybe that was the first year they started. If you know, leave it down in the comments below. You know, like I said, I should do more research on these so that I'm looking for the right ones, but I like picking them up in lots and just selling these anyway. They always seem to sell for pretty decent money. You know, even the basic ones you can lot together and still get pretty good money for. So if you find Monster High dolls, definitely look them up, or buy them. If you can get them cheap, buy them, bring them home, look them up, whatever you want to do. But these things will definitely sell for good money. So before we get into Onward, I wanted to mention, starting in June, I'm going to be listing 10 things every day. For the last year, I've listed 5 things every day, so I'm basically doubling down on what I've been doing over the last couple of years, really. Hopefully that makes a huge impact. I guess only time will tell. I'll also be cross-listing to, you know, all the platforms I sell on, which is eBay, Etsy, Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US, Facebook Marketplace, Vinted, anywhere where it's appropriate to cross-list, that's what I'm going to do. So hopefully we can get in here and find some good stuff. And at the end of next month, so the beginning of the beginning of July, I'll give you a financial breakdown of my entire first month as a full-time reseller, so you can have an idea of, you know, how things are going for me. And, you know, fingers crossed things are going well, but, you know, only time will tell. All right, not too bad at all. Something kind of interesting happened when I was in there, but still happy with the VCRs and the VCR and the blank media. Definitely always good picking that stuff up. It does always sell eventually, so it's worth it to me. So I got a little bit thrown off in there. I looked down and there was a notification on my phone. It said an order had been canceled. I looked at what it was. It's a Poshmark order for a pair of Birkenstocks I sold this morning. I took a best offer, not even for a lot. I think I'll throw it up on the screen if I can find it. It was like $35. I was giving somebody a pretty good discount. When I went to go ship it this morning, I was having a hard time. It didn't send a label to my email, so I actually had to go back into Poshmark, regenerate the label. I had to do it a couple times, and finally it sent one to my email. Printed it off, and this all happened at about 6 o'clock this morning. So right now it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that. And I just get a message saying the order was canceled. So we're past the 3-hour window. It just said that the buyer's payment method couldn't be authenticated or something like that. But I've already packaged this up and shipped it out. So I was up this morning and then got it dropped off. I probably dropped it off earlier than I should have. I think I dropped it off maybe about 9 a.m. And then, so what do we got? So 6, 7, 8, 9. So maybe right in that window. I thought it was going to be safe anyway. But now it's a canceled order and it is out. I don't know if it gets scanned at Canada Post. Maybe it won't go any further. I did message Poshmark support. Their support is kind of iffy. I'm not a big fan of it. So I don't know what's going to happen. So hopefully maybe by the end of the day, I'll get a reply from them and I can let you know what happened. So have you guys ever done that before? I shipped something out before the window. Now this wasn't before the window, but have you done that before? And what happened? So I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I was pretty excited this morning. I had, I think, a Poshmark bundle going out. Had a couple of really good eBay sales. And, you know, and then I got a best offer for these Birkenstocks, accepted it, and then it's going to kind of turn into a bit of a mess. But that is part of it, you know, that's part of selling online in general. You're going to have to deal with returns and payment issues and all kinds of stuff. It is just part of the game. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments if you had something similar happen, and we'll hit the next thrift store right now. Up next, we have a single deck cassette player. This is a Techniques model RSM234X. This was fully functional. I plugged it in and I think I played some, what did I play? Maybe a Led Zeppelin tape or something I haven't listed yet. It was kind of fun. Definitely remember cassette tapes from when I was growing up. They don't sound very good, to be honest. Not a big fan. Some people love the sound of cassettes. I think records sound amazing. You know, CDs are obviously digital. They sound pretty good. Cassettes, I don't know. They don't necessarily sound the best for me. A lot of times you get issues with not sound so much up and down, but like speed can be weird. I don't know. Regardless, this thing, there go blabbering again. This thing sold for $102. Like I said, paid $9 for this thing. Yeah, I always do really good with these. So if you can't test them, you can sell them as untested for still pretty good money. But you know, if you do have like an old receiver or something, you can test something like this. You generally, with a brand like Sony or Techniques, you're gonna get some pretty good money. So if you see stuff like this, definitely look it up. And like all you're gonna look up here on eBay is Techniques and then the model number right there. Next up, we have a Game Boy Advance. This is the Clear or Glacier edition. It sold for $90. I think I paid about $15 for this guy. It's in pretty good shape, really. I didn't have to do too much. I actually took a dry toothbrush and tried to clean out the little speaker thing right here because it was probably the only thing that was really dirty. Other than that, you know, these screens. I think people replace these screens with like LED screens or something like that. I see those listed for quite a bit of money, but this one is all original. Like I said, I paid about $15 for this at a yard sale, and it sold for $90 within about a week. So pretty happy with that one. Next stop is going to be Salvation Army. Can we go 3 for 3 for VCRs? I wish I could walk into every store and find a couple of VCRs. That would make my life a lot easier. But fingers crossed, 3 for 3. Struck out at the final stop, Salvation Army. Probably jinxed myself by wishing upon the third VCR. Still happy with the two. Didn't pick up a ton today. Hopefully with the what solds added in, definitely a little more enjoyable for you guys. You know, I'm trying not to pick up too much junk. I've got so much clothes I have to get listed. I have some electronics. I have a lot of stuff to get listed. Embarrassing what my eBay room looked like. I still have like 2 big IKEA bags full of shoes. I have so much stuff that just has to get listed, but that was kind of the goal. Like I said earlier in the video, I really do want to get 10 things up every day, and part of doing that is I needed to build up a little bit bigger of a death pile. But now I've built up a big enough death pile that I don't want to just pick up okay stuff. I'm definitely looking for higher sales price, you know, the whole 9 yards. So if you guys do like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. Till next time, take care, stay safe, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.